Welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. As you know already, the devs have planned to release two banners basically back to back yet again, and a lot of players were concerned, especially free-play players, because how do the devs expect us to summon for multiple hunters constantly coming out? It's just not possible. So in this amazing notice here, the devs addressed every single concern we had for the new update. That includes Baron as well. As you know, Baron's coming out, so what is he weak to? The assumption is Dark, based on what the devs told us, so that means we have to summon for the new hunters, but that's not the case anymore. Based on what they said here, essentially, we can use our older hunters, so I'm assuming there will be multiple weaknesses that Baron will have. That's the assumption. We'll have to see. Hopefully in future notices we'll see what that's all about, or when the update drops, but here we go, let's go over this, it's very important. This is the most amazing thing I've read in a very long time. This just shows the devs do care, they listen to the community, very important. I don't see too many other game devs that actually care as much as the ones we have right now for the game, so we should honestly appreciate the devs' actions. They do try their best to make the game as optimal as possible when it comes to the gameplay experience, so let's go over the notice. And just really quick in the comment section, we have 4 codes. If you haven't used them yet, make sure to use them. They give fantastic rewards and do support us. We just hit 13,000 supporters, thank you everyone for that. Do check to receive benefits. I send codes out every single day, making sure everyone does have them. You should get 4 codes. If you don't have all these codes yet, just wait about a day or 2, you will get them in your receive benefits. So do support, don't think. I'll make sure everyone gets a code. And a big shout out to Zohed Ahmed for being the first commenter on our last video. Here is your shout out and enjoy your juicy Discord role. And don't forget we have the English dev stream coming out. It's in about 32 hours. There's always new codes and also great content on the streams, so make sure you check it out. The link is down below. Drop a like, press that notify bell button. That way you know when we go live. As you can see today, after the live broadcast on September 9th, the development team is thinking together. We're here to meet you, hunters for developers note, to explain the content we've organized. This is translated, of course, from Korean to English. Firstly here, they're talking about character design, how essentially hunters that are playing the game didn't really react the way the devs wanted us to react. These younger hunters that stray away from the story, stray away from the manhwa, stray away from everything we kind of expect from the game itself, really do not live up to our expectations, so the devs are going to make adjustments going forward. So devs do plan to prepare carefully, bringing us characters that the hunters that play the game actually want to see. But most importantly, what we're most focused on here is the fact that the 2 banners coming out for Charlotte and Harper are way too close together. Even though they're closely linked in the story, that still doesn't mean the devs should release multiple hunters just to satisfy these characters they made that again don't follow the manhwa. So basically, to remedy this, the devs do plan to make the banner for Harper be much longer than we're used to. It'll be for 4 weeks, not 3. As you know, rate-up banners are always 3 weeks, and then when Charlotte comes out, that'll span for 3 weeks as well. The devs clearly notice this is a huge burden to the player base, so you do want to provide some relief, not only in the length of the banners itself, but also more login events coming out for more Essence Stones starting on September 19th. This will make things easier. We can summon more hunters. That is, if you don't plan on skipping these 2, lolly hunters, which people are not too happy about. So we do have 2 pieces of good news. The devs listened on the length of the banners. We no longer have 3 weeks total. We have 4 weeks plus 3 weeks. That's ideal, because otherwise, it'd be 3 weeks for Harper, and then 2 weeks for Charlotte. Not enough. No way we could summon for them, especially if you're free to play. RNG is such a great factor that if you had better RNG, you'd probably only get 1 of these units, honestly speaking, so this is a great touch, and all these bonus login events. And also I believe they're bringing out further events as well, matching up with the Korean holiday coming out, so more rewards coming our way. That is fantastic. And also, this is the point I want to mention. This is the main highlight in my opinion. Basically in this segment here, they're talking about how the banner is not going to be required for future content. Very, very important. So it's not the devs' intention to force only new hunters into top tier content. Super important. So the devs do plan on adding additional attribute weaknesses to top content and verifying eternal balance. This way, future content will allow other hunters to utilize it, so we're not just wasting our hunters' capabilities. I'm hoping potentially Baron will be weak to fire. That'll bring Yusohyun probably some use, maybe, we'll have to see. If not wind, that's obviously everyone's ideal. We already have Mirai, we already have Hansame, and we have Westwind to carry us through the game. So that'll probably be another good option there. But it could make things a bit too easy. As you know, Westwind is the most overpowered weapon in the game, which is a surprise, so I don't see wind being added. That's just my assumption. If the devs do, that'll be a huge boost, honestly speaking, so we'll have to see. We don't know just yet. And they said right here, you do not have to worry about not being able to play the content without the latest rated banner. So that is good news. WDevs, these are all fantastic changes. I could honestly say I was not expecting them to do this. This was a shock to me. I'm sure a lot of people will be shocked as well, but this is a complete W in my opinion. And also, we have a ton of buffs coming as well. Thankfully, we have this on the English page as well. So this is all translated. Basically, a lot of skills are receiving pretty decent buffs. You can look at these for yourself. I don't want to go through each and every single one of them, but the main highlights here would have to be Dagger Toss. Looking at Electric Shock, I'm honestly kind of surprised. Look at the buff here. From 338% on the Legendary Rune, all the way to 1430%. That's a literal shock. I know, bad dad joke, but look at this as well. The dot, which is the damage over time, is getting a 3x boost as well. These are crazy bonuses, so I wonder if this is going to be a meta skill, maybe the strongest skill in the game, we'll have to see. And if we go down, we also have other skills being buffed, pretty substantial buffs. Another 500-ish% right here. Black Hole is getting a buff too, that's pretty great. So close to a double damage bonus, that is fantastic, yes me. Crushing Blow and other skills are getting buffed, but most importantly, what I noticed here is the devs do not want to nerf anything, they just want to keep giving buffs to existing skills, hunters, etc. That is the best thing to do, so WDevs for that. And again, artifact balance adjustments, the substat, healing given increase is being changed to mana recovery increase, perfect, but the main stat is not being changed, healing given increase will stay, that's fine I guess, not too bad. The substat was the main burden there, so this is perfect. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy to see this. So basically, for our future banners, we can expect more time between them. That's a huge must. It's just way too hard to summon for banners. We saw it off Hansame, we saw it off Gogenhi. It was just a bit too tough to get them all the way to A5 for most people, or for free to play even summoning for them at all. So very important that devs did implement this change. 4 weeks and 3 weeks, exactly what we wanted. And you don't have to summon for these hunters. I know a lot of people do plan on skipping them anyways. So now you know, you do not have to summon for Harper or Charlotte to do Baron, for example. That is the best change that devs could have mentioned. That way we're not forced to summon for every single raid up banner that does come out. It gets tiring. We want to save for the hunters we want, like Thomas Andre, who's coming out fairly soon. Everyone wants to summon for him, so this is perfect. WDevs, W game. I hope everyone enjoys this change. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Just want to cover this update. That way everyone knows what's to be expected. People won't quit. People will keep playing the game because the devs do care. But yeah, that's all I had for you today. And do not forget to support us on Netmarble Supporter Program. We're at 12,900. Hold on, let me refresh. I think we're at, are we? Yeah, 13,000 supporters. That's a crazy number. So support. That way I can send you free codes. Once you do support, wait about a day or two, then you'll get all these 4 codes. These are the only codes we've gotten so far in the season, so make sure you support. That way I can give you all these codes. On that note, this was your Code King Zaf signing out.